So I'm going to talk about validation of a prototype hybrid eye tracker against the DPI and the Tobii Spectrum. So this eye tracker was built to support augmented reality. We're using for augmented reality direct retinal projection, which means printing with laser directly onto the retina. And the principle is shown here on the right. There is a laser source here. It sends the augmented reality presentation as a laser beam through a fast scanning mirror, which operates like an old-fashioned cathode ray monitor, sending a beam of light through this system of lenses back to the retina, and does so in a scanning fashion. And this gives photorealistic color. It can be used in bright sunlight, even Mediterranean brown sunlight. You can see black against the bright background, which theoretically should not be possible, but it happens. It has a very high spatial and temporal resolution, and it's very focal, continuously very focal, from 20 centimeters to infinity, and all this with a very low power consumption. However, for this to work, we must be able to change the beam whenever the eye moves, so that we can keep projecting into the retina. Now, to do this, we need a really good eye tracker. We know that video-based PCR eye trackers are not good enough. Several studies have shown that there are issues. First of all, the amplitude of small eye movements are mismeasured. PCR eye trackers have issues with vergence. Changes in pupil dilation have large effects on accuracy, which means that sunlight and ambient light is a problem. Participant features such as eye color, direction of eyelashes, and palpebral fissure have large effects on data quality. Variable light conditions, including sunlight, undermine tracking altogether. Movement of the headgear introduces noise and data loss. And importantly, video-based PCR eye trackers consume up to 100 times more battery power than analog eye trackers, which is not good for an augmented reality system that may be used all day. This is a system in its current state. It prints augmented reality content directly onto the retina, and this beam is directed by a combined eye tracker fusing two signals. A MEMS-based CR eye tracker running at 4000 Hz, which provides ultra-high precision and very low energy consumption, and a camera-based Limbus tracker running at between 5 and 10 Hz, which provides accuracy. We tested this system against the Tobii Spectrum and the DPI with 28 participants and several tasks. This is the version of the system that we tested in September 2019. On the right side, you see the precision measurements, and note that the horizontal scale is a log scale. The CR tracker of this system has a precision, a noise level, which is 1 order of magnitude better than the DPI, which is considered one of the most precise eye trackers. It has around 2 order of magnitude better precision than the Tobii Spectrum, which is one of the most precise video-based eye trackers. And the merged signal is slightly better than the DPI. We also looked at microsaccade detection. Microsaccades were coded by hand. This figure here is a density plot of microsaccade amplitudes of the detected microsaccades. And it shows that both the DPI and the CR tracker detects microsaccades at comparable amplitudes, while the Tobii Spectrum reports fewer microsaccades with larger amplitudes, most likely due to mismeasurements. I would have liked to present new accuracy measurements, but I will have to come back with that, hopefully on the 25th of May. We expect average accuracy to be below 6 minutes of arc. Right. It's very important for an augmented reality system to be resistant to changes in ambient luminance. In order to test this, we had participants look at a monitor where we sinusoidally changed the luminance as the gray figure here shows. Gray. Well, this gives a change in pupil dilation, which we can see as a black curve here. We then correlated the resulting gaze. It is well known that gaze changes when pupil size changes in all video-based eye trackers, video-based PCR eye trackers. We also noted that this happened in the DPI. This is the correlation of gaze against luminance, and the DPI and the Tobii have large ranges of correlation, which indicate that gaze is affected by changes in luminance, whereas the eye tracker have smaller ranges of correlations, which suggests that it is resistant to changes in luminance, which is very good if you have an augmented reality and you walk from a dark room out into sunlight. We also checked the minimum step resolution of each of the eye trackers using the stepper box from one of our earlier studies. It shows that the eye tracker can easily resolve eye movements down to 2 minutes of arc, which the DPI also can do. The Tobii Spectrum and the iLink video-based PCR eye trackers have difficulty doing that. So, in conclusion, the eye tracker produces eye movement recordings of high quality that are resistant to variation in ambient light, and as such, they would work as a basis for augmented reality presentations of the kind that I sketched in the beginning of this talk. When combined with laser printing on the retina, the system produces a superior augmented reality image quality, which I have not proven in this talk. The system operates with very modest requirements on battery power, which is also not in this talk. That was everything. Thank you very much.